Peace, 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 everybody that's listening. And I'm willing you all had and are having a marvelous day. Uh, so today, myself and a few others, we have agreed to discuss our different points of view in regards to the astrometrics, the distance between the sun and the earth and the planets, etc., the speed of the earth's travels, the geometrics, etc., the shape of the planet. Let me see, actually has someone on, Rashad. Okay. Let's see. Peace, Rashad, brother Boris. What's good?
Yes, please. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear. Can you hear me?
Yes, I could. I'm just checking out my file here. I'm trying, so I can't really see you right now, but I shall be seeing you in like a few seconds.
Okay, yeah. It's actually I see you live actually, and I hear you clearly.
You can see me? Oh, yeah.
Yes, sir. I can see you.
Okay.
So it looks like
here. Yeah.
Yeah, you ready? I'm ready too. Yeah, I see you. You loud and clear.
Tell you the truth, brother. I mean, I could have had more time to put things together. I've been discussing certain things with the brother that deals with Vertiss Muhammad, so I've been busy with that.
Right.
Yeah. So just recently on your post, because I commented it, brothers came in, and this is why I'm kind of, have to do a little bit of research. Yeah,
it's okay, because I was just actually talking about that, because I spoke to Vertiss. What we agreed to do, because he was ready. It's crazy because he was ready. It's just that it was a couple of issues he was having. I myself, I'm ready for the most part. Still some things that I wanted to touch up on. I know you yourself, you said there were some things that you were also doing. What Vertiss and I agreed to, because we were looking forward to also either Omoro and or Abraham coming on. What we agreed to do was, I just spoke with him barely even 5-10 minutes ago. What we agreed to do was to set it up to a date later that we agree upon, where it would be, everyone would have much advance notice, preferably a day where the day when we're totally free, so we wouldn't have to scramble after work or after.
I just came back from work. I didn't even eat yet.
Right. Because I want everybody. The thing is, I want everybody to be 100% totally relaxed, and he agreed as well. So I am glad that you did come on, and you were still ready to get on. You were willing to get on, even though you weren't 100%. But we both agreed that we want all participants to be 100%. That's like with when Terrence Crawford fought Errol Spence. And everybody said, "Oh, Errol Spence wasn't 100%. He was tired, or he didn't eat, or he was weight drained." Look, no excuses, because I don't.
Right,
the information that the information that I have that I'm going to present. Look, I don't want to hear any excuses about, "Oh, I didn't get enough sleep. I kind of was out of it. If I had more time to rest, or if I ate, I would have destroyed your information." No excuses. We're going to get rid of all that. So we definitely have desire to do it, and we've agreed to reconvene and complete this dialogue. And if anybody else is listening and that watches this video that would like to participate, let me know. Really, preferably the less the better, because if too many people get on, that increases the chances of somebody's either mic or camera or having technical issues. I want everybody to be on and ready to rock.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I was able to just get a few references from the Bible, because brother wanted to discuss the Bible and how it relates to flat Earth. So I kind of wanted to deal more with the science, right? The science and the measurements, but brother was more into the biblical references, right? So I said, let me do that. So I did some research and I put some stuff together. Maybe I could share a little bit today. I don't know what you have planned, Like if we're not doing it, the actual discussion today, you let me know what we can do.
So so Vertiss said he wouldn't be able to get on today. He said that he wanted to reconvene. I agreed. I said no problem. I yielded to that. I did say to him, however, because at first I thought I would probably just be on for Dolo by myself. I said I would present some of what I have, just to give them a head start. I'm so confident that we'd be able to.
I'm actually excited to hear what you have to say, brother.
Right. That I would even give a different angle, Yeah, I'm actually coming from mathematics and from the lessons which are backed by science. And there was a certain, I'm not going to give, I said I'll probably share some things. Maybe I'll hold some things back. I'm not sure. Or maybe I won't share anything at all because I would want it to be neat and organized as well. However, I'm that confident in what it is that I have that I feel like I could even let them peep into a little bit. And you're not going to be able to, you won't be able to defeat it. Like, you're just not, I actually made a post about, let me see, I would have to gather this information. I actually made a post about the little bit or the snippet that I would be willing to share, which I'd have to put all together. So it's been seen before. It just probably wasn't demonstrated like it wasn't demonstrated like in a live pictorial format where people can see and really get what's being said. So I had that information. I'll probably hold on for now because me being a perfectionist, I want it to be neat and presentable. If there's some information that you had that you would want to share, you can feel free if you want, you can if that's what you choose to do.
I wanted to just present that references for the Bible because I kind of want to just get that through. I want to deal more with the science when we come back and we do the actual discussion. So let me just give what I collected in the last 2 days.
Sure, I'm ready.
Now, how do I share the screen here?
Let's see. Just one moment. That is a good question. I'm sure it can be done on your end. Let me see. That's definitely.
Okay, let me see. I have new stop time settings. Present studio. I don't see where that option is. I know on Zoom it has the option to share.
I'm thinking maybe we'll probably try Zoom next time.
So you can't see my screen.
I see your. I know I'm able to share the screen. Or what you can do. This is the benefit and the beauty of if we actually take the time to get everything together because it was kind of like short notice. Is that you could take what you have and you could send it to me. And I can put it on the screen and you can tell me, when to move on, give me the cues to go on to the next slide or the next video presentation or the point. And you can discuss it as I bring it up. And I would do the same for Vertiss and Ava and whoever else gets on.
Okay.
We could do that also.
Okay, let me see if I could upload it into your messages. All right, just give me a
few. So 99 Faliwe Kwan says Boris is God body. He's rocking a tassel. Yeah, I don't know if you're able to see the comments. Let me see. Actually, let me bring it to the screen. There it is. Yeah, I'm not sure who that. I'm sure it's probably somebody I know.
Yeah, I'm kind of rough right now, man. I need to shave my head. That's why I'm wearing my crown here.
Nah, it's all good. It's all good. Original Thought, Eric Jones says, peace, G-O-D.
Peace.
Listen, all I'm saying is, look, okay, all this really started.
Go ahead.
All this really started because I made a post. It was really in reference to some of the quote unquote believers who would say things like, you know, the Earth being 93 million miles from the sun, that's a fact. That's an actual fact. And me, I don't disagree with it, but my thing is, if you're going to say that to somebody and come forth and put it forth as if it's a fact, you have to be ready to show and prove, because if you're challenged in front of an audience of people who are looking to you to hold your ground and you can't prove it, you know, you can make all of us look bad, you know. So I don't disagree that it's a fact, but you have to be able to demonstrate it before you can say confidently that it's a fact to you. I would say, so I said to that particular brother, I would use the language, I would prefer to use the language, if I were you, this is an actual fact according to the teachings of Master W.D. Fard Muhammad, you know what I'm saying? Because we're giving credit where credit is due, you know, or according to the study of who we refer to as the Son of Man. But until we've actually studied it and proved it for ourselves, you know, we're believers in these actual facts brought to us by Master Fard Muhammad. There's nothing wrong with the term believer. There's nothing wrong with believing. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. It's a step. It's a step to get, you know, to get to know your lessons and being able to prove it. You must start with belief. Then you'll graduate into that, the proof and the evidence of it.
Right.
So that's how I saw your posts, you know, and then you know, the situation came up.
Right. Right.
Believers or ex-believers.
Right. I wasn't even talking to them. I was mainly like, you know, trying to challenge the believers in a tune-up type of way. And they came on with raw. I'm like, whoa, hold on. You know what y'all got is belief too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. This actually applies to you.
Let me just say this. Now, a few years back, Brother Abraham, he kind of introduced the flat earth into the Muslim community. I think he was the first one I heard. And I started to respond, even though I was not knowledgeable at that time about what flat earth was actually saying. But I still responded, and we, you know, I had to block the brother because he was just spamming my page with a whole lot of flat earth proofs. And I was dealing more with the lessons. You know, my page is either the lessons or quotes from the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. So I had to block the brother. Now, recently, I was convinced to unblock the brother again. So we started to discuss, and I was cussed out, brother, on a message. Yeah, brother got a little bit emotional, so I had to block him again, which is why I'm saying, okay, Brother Abraham is coming on now. He's been wanting to debate me for a while on this subject. But anyway, with flat Earth, hold on a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the flat Earth, it is basically beliefs. It is beliefs. Right. The main thing about flat earthers, they don't have positive evidence that I've seen, any positive evidence to prove their claims. They are more interested in disproving the globe Earth or the heliocentric model, right? Thinking that would prove their beliefs, which is this is not the way it works. You have to be able to present positive evidence for your claim and not just disprove somebody else's claim, which is why I wanted them to present today or whenever we have that discussion is present positive proof of your claims. Right. But yeah, it's basically beliefs. From what I've noticed from the brothers that I spoke to about it, it's more like just looking at memes, you know, and sending us on some video, you know, chasing some videos and the proof is there. Go watch this, go watch that. And that's not how a discussion works. You have to be able to present your evidence, you know? Right. So we'll see what happens when we discuss, you know.
Oh yeah. Yeah, absolutely. We're definitely going to get this going for sure. My thing really with the whole flat earth argument is that it's just as you said, they would say, well, show a real picture of the real globe Earth. And they would say, demonstrate your model. And the model that they would want us to demonstrate would be a real picture that's not NASA, whatever, right? But My thing is, okay, well, you have to hold your own self to that your own standard. Show an actual photo of the very edge of this earth, and show what's on the other side of the edge, and show not some model, not some picture that somebody developed or some artwork. Show an actual photo. So we have to be held to the same standards. Now, Omoro accused me of being heliocentric. Now, I myself, and this is going to sound strange at first, but I'm not what we call geocentric nor heliocentric. I am Allah-centric. I believe that Allah, the original man, we are the center of the universe. But now, when I say center in this context, I don't mean physical location. If we go to look up the word center in Merriam-Webster.com, the dictionary, the online dictionary, and you'll look up center, you'll see in the second definition, it says a thing or a person that is the primary focus or the most important point of. And then the definition says after that, the source or the originator of something. So I'm like, hold on, the messenger did say that, the originator is us. I remember you shared that one time in a post, and I went online looking for the article because you shared you cited the article, and I went looking for the old article online. I saw the picture of the article, and I actually shared that. And I've been doing my research on that. I'm not going to share everything on this build here. Some of the stuff I'm saving for my book. But that is an actual fact that can be proven by science. Actually, it has been proven by science already that the original man, the Asiatic black man, the maker, the owner, the cream of the planet Earth, father of civilization, and God of the universe, is the originator of the entire universe. Now, that sounds like an outlandish statement, depending on what our beliefs are in science, religion, what have you. However, science has already confirmed this. They've already develop the pieces of the puzzle. It's just that the pieces of the puzzle haven't been put together yet. And I'm putting these pieces together. I'm like, hold up, nobody saw this, nobody saw that, nobody put that together yet. And when the pieces are put together, it's going to paint a clear, irrefutable picture that won't be able to be refuted by scientists or students.
You were writing a book on that, brother. You mentioned
yes,
you were writing a book about
yes,
Allah is a man.
Yes.
Is that what you're referring to? When is that coming up?
Yes, that is coming. I want to get that out before the turn of the 2024 Gregorian year, but definitely before the 1511 in the Asiatic world. I'm still finalizing certain parts out now, and I wanted to make sure, because sometimes they'll challenge you to prove certain things. And I think there was a Sunni Muslim brother on a post of yours. He and we were going back and forth about, I forgot the term. Yeah. Ahad and Ahadun, one being pluralized or singular. And even though the Quran says exactly what it says in the Arabic, he was, when we've been programmed and you've been repeating something for so long, for decades even, that thing that you repeated and you believe it becomes a truth to you, even when the truth to you, even when the facts show and prove otherwise. So there we have to unlearn. And I brought that up to him, and I was tempted to bring some stuff out in my book, but I said, no, save this. Don't put this online. People are going to take it and run with it. I'll just let him believe what he wants to believe for now,
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. All right. Now, I sent that file to you. I don't know how you wanted to do this.
Yes, sir. Let me do this right now. Hold on. Give me 1 second. It might kick me out for a second, but if it does, I'll just be right back.
Peace, Jaha, Brother Jaha.
This up. This looks like let me download this. Oh, what is this? Okay. It's like let me try to re-download that again.
Are you able to display that on the screen, or?
Okay, peace.
Peace.
Okay, all right. Yeah, so I was able to open the. Wow, that. Let me calm down. So I looked at what you showed. I'm like, hold on, that ends the argument right there. You can't even use Bible or Quran anymore after this. Let me. What I'm going to do now is let me see if I can bring that into. Hold on. I'm going to see if I can bring that into the fold. It's going to kick me out for a second. I'll be right back on. Let me see. I think I lost some of the comments. Just for a moment. Okay, I'm back in. Can you hear me?
I could hear you. Listen, Brother Anwar.
Yes,
Go
sir.
to the bottom. It says present. I think I'm able to share the screen. I was trying it out. Just see what you could do on your end.
Yeah, let me see something. I might have to make this because I'm let me see. Hold on. Desktop site present. Changes you made may not be saved. Reload. All right, can you hear me now?
Yes, I could hear you.
All right, I'm looking. Let me look for the present. So this is what I will do to get the information in. Yeah, because Boris has presented some scriptural information that pretty much ends that whole argument. Like literally, hold on. I'm going to add these in right
why don't
now.
you just read it, brother? If you can just read it.
I can read it, but it's something about visuals. Okay, I'm going to read it. I'm going to do just that.
Yeah,
hold on.
I know.
Let me see. Hold on. Just give me just 1 second. Hold on. I'm gonna add them right now. I'm gonna read it from the screen. It's gonna take less than 10 seconds now. Hold on. All right. All right. They're coming. They're loading in right now. Okay. Here they go. Here they go. One is there. And never occurred. Okay. I want to present one right now. Let me see how to do this. Bear with me. Hold on. I'm going to read this.
You know what? Let me read something about.
Sure.
I didn't give you this file. I only gave you one of the files. This one is subtitled "The Bible Says the Earth Rotates." It's in the book of Job, chapter 38, verse 12. And here's what it says. It says, "Have you commanded the morning since your days began and caused the dawn to know its place, that it may take hold of the skirts of the earth and the wicked to shaken out of it? The earth is turned as clay to the seal, and they stand as a garment." Now, modern science has come to understand that the Earth's rotation on its axis is responsible for the sun's rising and setting. So the picture here is of a vessel of clay being turned or rotated upon the potter's wheel, an accurate analogy of the Earth's rotation. This is clear indication of a revolving Earth with day and night at the same time. Science didn't discover this until the 15th century, or at least the white man's science. So it says that the earth here is being turned like a potter's clay or turned as clay. So here is actually referring to the rotation of the earth. That's Job chapter 38, verse 12.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. And it's crazy.
And there is more. Crazy. There is more.
Yeah.
So you can read from the page I sent you. Whatever you wanted to read of it. It's probably just one verse though, isn't it?
All right. Yeah, it's actually I saw several, or it could have been one.
It's the same verse from different Bible translations.
Great. Let me
when you finish quoting that one, I will quote some more on my side because I have the other files as well open.
Right. Okay. Give me just one moment. Overlay. Ooh, that's what I was supposed to add. Just one moment. Okay, wait. Oh, here he goes. Here he goes. Yeah, I made a little mistake there, but here we go. Just give me one moment. 1, 2, 3, 4. Add these overlays now, and I'm going to, okay, here they go. All right, so the first one. Okay, it's not that one. Hold on. Is it this one or is it? Okay, boom. Okay, so you have Isaiah. You able to see it?
Okay, which one are you reading?
I'm reading. Yeah, it should be on the screen. It says the circle sphere of the earth. Isaiah 40:22. God sits high above the round ball of earth. The people look like mere ants. He stretches out the skies like a canvas. Yes, like a tent canvas to live under. The message. Wow. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Are you able to see that on the screen? Boris?
Yeah, I was able to see that. Yes, sir. Yes,
okay.
Sir, I did see it.
Okay.
I did see it.
Are you able to see this one here?
I'm just looking through my files. Hold on a minute.
Sure.
Let me go back. Yeah, I can see it.
Okay, yeah, I'm bringing them on the screen for people to read them. Let me see. And, ooh.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's see of the Earth. What did I see? Give me 1 second. This is interesting right here. See, this is yeah. All right, I already see you got your material ready. Listen, when we're ready, when we actually do have that, and I'm going to be fair. I like being fair. I like being honest. I'm going to take the information that Vertiss. I know they're going to watch this. And I'm going to tell you, there's a whole lot more coming. But I'm going to take the information they have. I'm going to present it unless I learn how to get each person to present their screen. If not, no worries. I'm going to present it. I'm going to be fair. I'm going to give them a chance to put their information. But I don't think they'll be able to. It's not going to hold. It's not going to hold under true investigation and true scrutiny. You know, maybe online where you're just posting memes and just stuff like that. It might get some people, but it won't hold under true scrutiny. Here's another one that says, "It is he that sitteth upon the globe of the earth, and the inhabitants thereof are as locusts. He that stretcheth out the heavens as nothing, and he spreadeth them out as a tent to dwell in." That's the Latin Vulgate translation. Okay, King James. Yeah,
go ahead. Keep going.
The King James translation says, "It is he that sitteth upon the circle of the earth, and the inhabitants thereof as grasshoppers, that stretcheth." Let me see. This is where it comes in. That stretcheth. Let me move this comment out of the way.
Oh, you're reading the Latin, brother?
Yeah, I was reading
it's kind of hard, dude, brother.
Now I was reading what it is. No, I had to remove the comment out of the way. That spreadeth them out as a tent to dwell in.
All right. But no, let me say this, right?
Yes, sir.
The reason I don't like to use the Bible to prove whether the earth is a sphere or whether it's flat is because the earth is, the Bible is written in symbolic language.
Right.
If you take the symbolic language of the Bible literal, you can confuse yourself and others, right?
Right.
This is why I don't like to use the Bible. And in fact, if you really look at it and scrutinize the different Bible verses that deals with the earth, there's contradictions in it as well. So you're reading Isaiah 40, verse 22. It says, "It is he who sits above the circle of the earth."
Right.
Right. But then a contradictory verse can be given to this from the Bible as well. And maybe Brother Vertiss would actually present it. It says also in Isaiah 11, verse 12, it says, "He will raise a signal to the nations and will assemble the banished of Israel and gather the dispersed of Judah from the four corners of the earth." Now, the argument would be by Brother Vertiss or the flat earthers that how can a sphere earth have four corners? Four corners does not refer to anything spherical.
Right.
Well, the same argument can be used with the quote unquote flat earth model. It's a circle, a flat circle, a pizza looking like earth. It's still a circle, right? According to Isaiah 40, verse 22. So where does the four corners comes in? Now, if you take it literal, there's a contradiction. So obviously, if you want to interpret it, then it's based upon your own interpretation. And again, this is subjective. What is it? Is it a circle, a sphere, or does it have four corners? Again, the Bible is very symbolic. When it speaks about the heavens and the stars, it's in one part of the Bible, it says the stars sing the praise of God. You know that no stars sing the praise of God because stars don't sing. Right. And we know that the stars represents either the heavenly hosts, the exalted assembly, the 12 major scientists or the gods. These are referred to as stars. So again, the Bible is very symbolic. So that's why I don't like to personally use the Bible to refer to a physical reality of the planets in our universe, right? But I still have to present it because that's what Brother Vertiss wanted to discuss when we have our debate. So that's what I have to say with the Bible. Okay. I personally wouldn't use that to prove whether the earth is a sphere or a flat, but I had to just present what I was able to gather.
Well, the thing is, if you can, that actually takes away them using the Bible. If you can actually take that weapon away from them, you know what I'm saying? Of course, because we know that the Bible and the Quran and many of the scriptures, they tend to speak Sometimes it's literal, and a lot of places it's allegorical. And if we take the allegorical and the symbolic for the literal, we can become spooky and believe that snakes talk and, like you said, stars sing and things of that nature. And all these things are symbolic. If we able to understand the symbolism, we get a lot of wisdom out of it. That's a good point that you came, because a lot of people that I know that believe or push the flat earth theory belief, they usually come from Bible. I very rarely see them come from Quran. I believe Vertiss, I've seen him attempt to come from Quran before, but the Quran, we have to be careful, because if you don't understand the Arabic language, you can be going back and forth over translation.
Yes,
and the translation
actually, in the Arabic language, well, I'll share with you later, but in the Arabic language, it refers to the earth as being egg-shaped.
Wow.
I'll share that. Yeah, I'll share that with you later on.
That's exactly what the messenger taught too. Those are his exact words: oblong, egg-shaped.
But let me present another Bible contradiction where it deals with the earth, right?
Sure.
In the book of Job 26, verse 7, it says that he, God, spreads the skies over unformed space, hangs the earth out in empty space. That's one translation called the Message. Another translation says, King James Bible, he stretched out the north over the empty space and hangs the earth upon nothing. Okay, so the earth is hanging on nothing, right?
Wow.
The earth is hanging. Keep that in mind.
Right.
Now here comes the contradiction. Did I put the contradiction? I don't think I did. Damn it. But it says that basically the earth is on a pillar, basically on pillars, and it doesn't move.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So one has the earth hanging on nothing. The other one is resting on pillars that you cannot see or it cannot move.
Right.
So that's, again, it goes back to interpretation, taking the Bible actually literally or symbolic, which is where the confusion comes in, right?
Right.
So yeah, that's what happens.
Yeah, good look. Definitely good looking out for presenting that, because what I'm going to do, even though I've been in my angle that I'm coming from is the lessons and the actual facts. And the brother did ask a question. He said, "Can we substantiate, or how can we substantiate the actual facts?" I'm going to get to that question in just a moment. But I still, because some people, the Bible's their foundation. Some people Quran. Some people the actual facts. Some people messenger quotes. Some people's different things and different sources. So the thing is, we're taught that Master Farad Muhammad was able to speak 16 languages and write 10 of them.
Yes, sir.
So these are different languages. Excuse me. These are all different languages. Really, that when you have understanding, you see that they're saying the same thing. They're bearing witness to the one God, the true and living God, that is. Just different languages. Me, I like to be able to, understand and be able to relate to Christians or Hebrew Israelites on Bible, or the Tanakh, Muslims on the Quran, the gods with the lessons, the alphabet, the mathematics. We should be universal in our, we should be able to, when you have and you're rooted in the knowledge of self and you understand these teachings, you can speak pretty much to anybody. You can go to a church, you can go to a science place, you can go to a place that don't believe in any theology or quote unquote God, and you can show and prove who the true and living is, and that's the beauty of being able to speak multiple languages. I'm going to add something. I said I wasn't going to share, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to give Vertiss and something to snack on and chew right now. Let's see.
Before you do that, I found a quote that I was looking for about the pillars of the earth. It's in 1 Samuel chapters 2, verse 8, just as for those that want to research, right? It says, "For the pillars of the earth are the Lord's, and on them he has set the world." So you have earth on pillars, and then you have earth being hang on nothing. So again, the contradiction. Anyway, so go ahead, brother. I'm not sure what you have, brother.
Okay, I'm doing that right now. I'm uploading these photos. 1, 2, 3. They're coming up right now. 4, 5, 6. All right. So this is just let me dismiss this. Oh, let me add one more. So wait a moment and try again. So Vertiss, he had asked the question on the post. He said, "How fast does the earth travel?" Now, the thing is, because of the words that he used, I understand that the earth traveling and the earth spinning or rotating on its orbit, they're kind of like two different things. But I answered the question from the basis of the lesson, the 20 actual facts, which says that the Earth travels at the rate of 1,037 and 1/3 miles per hour, right? So he goes, and let me see, I'm getting this. Let me grab it now. So he took that as to mean, or as to say, that's incorrect. Let me make sure this is correct. Make sure this is right. That's incorrect. The Earth travels at 66,000 miles per second. Now, what he didn't realize, which is what I'm going to put on the screen right now, is in the 99 actual facts, which I'm going to answer the bro's question shortly. Number 22, it says the Earth travels in its revolution around the sun at the rate of 66,000 miles per hour. 99 actual facts by Prophet W.D. Fard. So now, what we can do with this information, let's see. We also taught that the Earth is 93 million miles from the sun. He said this in both the 20 actual facts and the 99 actual facts. I didn't get a chance to put that in a way where I could put it on the screen, but those of us that know this, we're familiar that that's what he taught. Now, how we can verify that the mathematics in this is consistent. Okay, so here's a demonstration of the Earth right here. Okay, and Earth and its orbit around the sun, according to what's generally accepted as true. We're taught that the Earth is 93 million miles from the sun. So how this can be proven is we have to get the actual, first we have to get the measurement of the Earth's orbit around the sun, or the circumference of the Earth's orbit. How is that done? To get the circumference of any circle, because the Earth's orbit around the sun is a circle, what we would do is we use this formula. The circumference is attained by multiplying pi, which is 314, times the diameter, right? So we multiply 314 times the diameter. So again, if we look at the Earth and its orbit around the sun, okay, it's 93 million miles. So the diameter would be from one end to the other. Of course, it's not a perfect circle, but this is just a general roundabout ballpark number. So to get the diameter of the Earth's orbit around the sun, we have to basically take the radius, which is 93 million miles, times 2. So this is how we get to, actually it'll be a little bit more, but this is how we get the diameter of the Earth's orbit around the sun from one end to the other. So if we do that mathematics, 93 million miles times 2, let's see, I have some calculating, I have all the calculated figures brought up. 93 million miles times 2, I might not have, let me see. Well, 93 million times 2, we can pretty much do the math on this. I want to bring it up on the screen, but I might not have included that. 93 million times 2 is 186 million. Anybody with a calculator can take that. So that's the Earth's, that would be the diameter of Earth's orbit around the sun. The diameter is 186 million miles. Now, how to get the circumference? Let me take this off. To get the circumference, we have to multiply 186 million by pi. Let me see if I brought that up here. It's one of these. 186 million times 314 with the 3.14, which is pi. That's the answer right there. I'm moving a little too fast, but the answer is 584,040,000 miles. So that's the circumference of Earth's orbit around the sun, 584,040,000 miles. Now, if we divide that by 66,000, we can get the number of hours it takes for the Earth to complete its orbit around the sun. Let's see if I brought that up here. And the figure that we come up with literally is the number of hours it would take to cover Earth's orbit around the sun, traveling at 66,000 miles per hour. Made a mistake, is 8,849 hours. So we can take 8,849 hours. That's how many hours it takes pretty much for the Earth to travel 66,000 miles to complete the Earth's the orbit around the sun. We divide that number by 365. 365.25 is the number of days in a year. And we come up with this number here, 24 or 24.2 hours, literally. So the math is pretty much, that's a approximate number. Of course, I'm sure it's not, I doubt if it's 66,000 miles per hour, literally. It's probably 66,200 something, but we get a general roundabout ballpark number, and we can see that the numbers that Master Fard Muhammad gave us is consistent. The Earth is not always 93 million miles from the sun. Sometimes it's a little further, sometimes it's a little closer, depending on the season. But that's just a general roundabout ballpark number, and we can verify that the mathematics remain consistent. It's a little sloppy now because, you know, I'm just threw it up there and didn't really organize it the way I want, which is what we will have for the next time we do prepare. And Vertiss, Abraham, Omoro, I hope y'all have y'all stuff ready. Just look, we're going to give you all the time you need to prepare. Just have everything ready so it won't be any excuses. You know, let me remove this. But we'll see that the math is consistent, even with the Earth being 24,896 miles in diameter in its circumference at the equator. You know, the messenger, if you do the math, it literally comes to 24 hours, but the messenger said that the Earth is on an incline 23.5 degrees to the plane of its orbit. When we calculate all these numbers in, I'm going to show and prove this because I've done it already, but I want to do it here on the screen. We're going to see that not only does it add up on paper, but if you go outside and you just stare at the sky and stare at your watch, you'll see in about 24 hours, the sun is in the same position that it was. So it's also observing. You can observe it with your own eyes, you know.
So
I would want to...
Let me say something before we close up.
Yes, sir.
I told Brother Vertiss that there's an experiment going on. It's called the Final Experiment. It's put on by this white pastor. I believe he's a white pastor. He's kind of rich, and he offered to settle this whole dispute because not only do the quote unquote Globers accept this, but even flat earthers accept this, or they did, is that if there is a 24-hour sun in Antarctica, then the Earth would be a globe. The flat earthers say that it's impossible for there to be a 24-hour day in Antarctica, right? So this pastor is willing to pay for one flat earther and one glober to go down in December and for 5 days, and they're gonna find out whether or not there's a 24-hour sun in Antarctica.
Wow.
Right? 2 flat earthers were chosen so far, and they have accepted to go. A lot of them ran away and they made up excuses. One of them was Austin Whitsitt. He says he's going, and also Jaren from Jarenism, who is a global from Globebusters. So there's 2 of them that said that they were going. I forget who the one that represents the Glober is going. One of them is MC Toon. He will be going as a Glober, and they're gonna the ones that believe in a spherical Earth, right? They say that if it can be proven that there is no 24-hour sun in Antarctica, that they will delete their channels and they will go on live and say that the Earth is flat. And we're gonna see this is gonna happen in December. A few of the flat earthers have run away, or they're not willing to go, even though before they were definitely saying that if I get to go there and prove that there is no 24-hour sun, it will prove that the Earth is flat. Now that they're being offered to be paid to go, they are running.
Wow.
Yes, sir.
See, that's interesting that you say that. I'm looking forward to this. It's interesting that you say that, because if I'm 100% confident in the truth that I stand on, or I believe on something that I stand on as being the truth, if I'm that sure, which means I tested it, then I'm willing to stand on it. And if you're offering me money, let's do it. For me personally, it's not about trying to push an agenda. It's about arriving to the truth. If you can present facts that just prove beyond a reasonable doubt that the Earth is flat, then so be it. But I've yet to see that. 1, 2, Antarctica. Wow. Antarctica. Do people even live on that? I know there are people that work there, but
people work there. There's tours, but I don't think people actually reside there as living there.
Right.
But you can go there. Definitely, you can go there.
Okay. Yeah, that's something I'd be looking forward to for sure. You know, I'm gonna the actual facts and the information that Master Fard Muhammad left for us in the 99 and the 20 actual facts, I'm going to present it in a simple way when we do have the live discussion with the other participants. I'm going to present it in a way where those that are watching it can go and verify it themselves. Eric Jones says, oh, I'm going to get to the brother's question about the validity of 99 actual facts shortly. Eric Jones says the entirety of our existence is in cycles as a means by which to offset the impact of linear time. The flat earth theory can in no way dispute that fact.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Any thoughts, any comments on that, or that's from Original Thought, Eric Jones?
No, sir. Sounds good to me.
Okay. So you have 99 Al Faili Wakwain, I hope I pronounced his name correctly. He said, could you build on the validity of the 99 actual facts? Thank you. So the 99 actual facts was first presented to me, wow, how many years ago was this? Probably 2010, so maybe about 14 years ago. I questioned it because it was something new. I'm like, okay, I've never heard of this. Where is this coming from? Where did this come from? How come I never seen this before? There was a brother by the name of Jamal Shabazz. He used to be online on Facebook debating everybody, and he and I spoke. yeah, Jamal Shabazz. He and I spoke, and he told me, and I don't believe he has any reason to lie. He said he went to Detroit, and he went to like the Allah's Temple of Islam. Some of them are still around, but they're like in secret. And he said he asked them about the 99 actual facts, and they confirmed that Master W.D. Fard did indeed bring 99 actual facts. There's another brother that I've done. Hold on 1 second. I might have to push the mute button. Okay, no, I don't. There was another brother that I've done a few podcasts and builds with. He's an elder brother by the name of Ahmed Shabazz. He was a student of the Messenger's biological brother, John Muhammad. Mm-hmm. And he confirmed with me also that the 99 actual facts were legit. I think he brought it. I can't remember exactly how he did it, but here's another brother with a reputable reputation that I would know I wouldn't know any reason that he would have to lie. And because it was new to him also. But for me, what really did it is that the figures given in 99 actual facts, you can take some of those figures, they act as keys to some of the locks in the problem book, Okay. And we can actually go and, like, for example, one of the actual facts talks about, it says Austin Gatt. It pronounces it. I don't know if it was a misspelling or, Master Fard Muhammad did say that he wasn't, he had to work on his English. It could have been a misspelling, but it said that Austin Gaddam or Austin Gaddam. I guess that's how he pronounced it or spelled it, or it could have been a typo. It gave the height of the second highest mountain on the planet Earth next to Mount Everest, and I went and I did it was actually number 59, which is Austin Gaddam. I think that's how it's pronounced. Austin Gaddam is 28,250 feet high. And I went and I did some research and I couldn't find it for years, but then finally I found the mountain that it's referred to as K2, the letter K and the number 2, and it's pronounced, I think, Austin Godson or Austin Godwin, something to that effect. And it gives the exact figures, 28,250, an extra feet high. Some of the numbers, I would say we could just do the research. We can do the math, see if it's consistent, or some of the things, some of the information is given. Just research. I would say research each 99 actual fact as best as you can to either try to prove it wrong, or if you can't prove it wrong, you might learn something new. You might see that it's correct. But research, I would say, and I would recommend, don't just take it on face value because a person say it's, this is actual and it came from Master Fard Muhammad, or because if I say it or anybody else says it, go and research it, test it, and see for yourself,
Yes, sir. Definitely. I received mine 99 actual facts many years back by, he used to go under the name Dr. Ali Muhammad or Tagachi Ali. he gave me those 99 actual facts, and there was two facts there that I had problems with, and I discussed it with him.
Right.
One of them being the origin of the woman or the female, and
Right.
the other one, I believe, is the origin of the star. But yeah,
Right.
anyway, I didn't just accept it just like that. I did go through them. I discussed it with him, and
Yeah.
I'm not a person to just accept something on face value. But you
Right.
said that you have some good witnesses to the validity of it, and I've actually heard other believers quote it when they were doing their lectures. Even Malcolm X was quoting some of them in his lecture. I believe it's called
Right.
The Original Man. He was
Right.
quoting some of them. So yeah.
This interesting that you see. Can we build real quick on that actual fact number 77? The black woman can be traced as far back as 66 trillion years. It's interesting because when I read that, it didn't make sense. But then when I looked at the words verbatim carefully, I said, "Oh, it makes perfect sense." Okay, if we go to number 79, it says the black man has no beginning nor ending. He is older than the sun, moon, and stars. Number 78 says the white man can be traced back only to 6,000 years ago, his beginning. Number 77 says the black woman can be traced as far back as 66 trillion years. So I look at the word trace, and I'm aware today that oftentimes many cultures, women trace their cycles, their monthly cycles, by the moon. The moon is an apparatus that's used to trace their monthly cycles. So if according to our teachings, the current moon, as it is now that we know of as the moon, it goes back as far as 66 trillion years, quote unquote. These are the figures that we were given. This means that the way that the woman traced herself now, her cycle, like the messenger said, the moon, the lifeblood of the woman, he spoke about that in the the Flag of America, where he made the analogy between the two. If our current moon did not exist beyond 66 trillion years ago, this means that the current method that the woman is traced, or a cycle is traced, only goes back as far as 66 trillion years. That it was probably different methods,
But
So
that makes sense to me, brother. It makes more sense to me than what I've heard.
Right,
The reasoning I've heard didn't make sense to me, brother. I believe there was a lesson going around in the 5% Nation of Gods and Earths back in the day. It's called The Wounded Man. If I'm mistaken, I'm mistaken, but I believe it's called The Wounded Man, where it says that when the god Shabbat separated the moon from the earth, then prior to that, everybody was male. And because of the explosion, I guess, I don't know, the man turned into a woman or something like that. Or
yeah, I heard that before. Yeah.
Yeah. So that didn't make sense to me.
It didn't
the way
make
you explained
sense.
it, brother, it makes sense to me the way you explained it, brother.
Yeah, because that way it's very practical, and it's literally verbatim. As it says, the black woman can be traced. As it didn't say trace back. It just says can be traced as far as 66 trillion years. So the apparatus used a tracer. If the apparatus used the tracer, her womanhood, the woman monthly cycle is 66 trillion years old. This means that, maybe she wasn't traced, or maybe there was something else used. But currently, that makes the most sense to me. Now, I don't believe that it was all men. Then how do we reproduce? It's like, I don't know. That's kind of weird to me. So,
yeah. Well, yeah, I presented my disagreement to Brother Ali at that time.
Yeah,
I just used the words of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad.
Right. Isn't that the quote where he said, as far as the black man goes back, we've had the black woman, or something to that effect?
No, I never read the Honorable Elijah Muhammad say that, or I never heard him say that.
Okay.
I know it is said that he said that. What I did read, and it's in the Divine Sayings of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. It says that I believe that the woman was made after. Yeah, she was made after. I'll give you the exact quotes that I did get from it.
Yeah, doesn't that come from the divine sayings, if I'm not mistaken?
Yeah. That's what I said. The divine sayings of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. I believe
Right.
it's part 1. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I seen that quote there. Also, it's beautiful because these. I personally believe, and it's just my belief, that the way these lessons are worded, that they leave room for debate. They leave room for question, and I believe that this was done so that way we can grow. Because if everything is just 100% right and exact, right, and we just believe that, we become dogmatic. We just start quoting. We become robots. We don't become thinkers. It's just like question and answer number 1 of lesson 2. It says, who made Holy Quran and Bible? How long ago? Will you tell us why does Islam renew its history every 25,000 years? The messenger's answer of 9,000, the Holy Quran will expire in the year 25,000, 9,080 years from the date of this writing. His answer being off by 900 years, I see the wisdom in that not being corrected. Now, I remember when I first brought that to the attention of some of the believers, it must have been a typo. The messenger could never make a mistake like that. Like, hold on, wait, come on, let's not spookify the messenger. The messenger said in our Zariah that idols are things and not persons. So he's a person, he's a human. God is man, meaning God is real. Man is real. So you want to make him into something that doesn't exist, and a thing meaning something that's infallible, or like that's not real. That's not the messenger. But he did correct himself. If you look in our Savior's Arrive, I forgot which chapter it was, where he gave the correct calculation or number of years before this current history of Holy Quran ended. And that's the sign. That's the beauty of being a scientist. That's the beauty of
and that article from our Savior's Arrive is a 1958 article in the Pittsburgh Courier.
Right.
So the figure, if you take the figure that he gave in that article, being 1958, it will exactly go to 25,000.
Right. Yes, I remember that too. I remember doing that calculation. So he corrected himself. And then even there was a video, I don't know if it's still on YouTube, titled Shabazz, Not a Major Scientist, where the messenger, I think it was a table talk, he was speaking with one of his ministers. And one of his ministers said something to the effect of about Shabazz being a major scientist. And the messenger said, where'd you get that from? And the brother said, from my understanding, I got it from you, sir. The messenger said, well, you understood. He said, you should have top stood. And I'm like,
he said, I did say that, right?
Right.
But I can go back and correct myself, basically, is what he's saying.
Yes.
You need to not understand, but top stand.
Right.
So yeah, he definitely corrected himself there as well.
Right.
And we all make mistakes. The lesson says, mistakes should not exist among the laborers of Islam at no time, the instructions to the laborers. So mistakes will be made, but it just cannot exist. We have to correct the mistakes.
You have to go back after yourself and correct them and stand corrected. Yes. And if somebody else brings a correction, we have to be humble enough to stand correction. I just want to see if Vertiss and Omoro and Abraham, if he gets on, or whoever gets on, will be humble enough to accept correction when that time comes, because it's definitely coming. I'm telling you right now, I'm putting it out there. It's definitely coming. The correction is coming, So
yes, sir.
So yeah, all right. Well, yeah, I appreciate the bill. I just want everybody to know that's listening. This is actually the preview. The other parties weren't able to get on this evening, so we agreed with the other parties to postpone the actual roundtable discussion or debate to a later date, which is more convenient for all of us, and give ourselves some time, because it was short notice. I think we gave just a few days.
3 or 4 days, I think it was.
Right. And that's not enough time to get information. And I was ready to go off the top of my head, really. I said, I don't even need no notes. But then I thought about it. I said, well, for the sake of it being your presentation being clean and orderly and easy to understand, it's best to have it, put together in notes.
Yes, sir. But try to figure out the issue. Like, I wanted to share, my presentation and make sure that is available to all the brothers there, that they're able to share. So I don't know if you're going to use Zoom, but before that, maybe we could try it out and see if we could share what we have.
Yeah, that's another thing I want to do also. I want to try different platforms to see which would be the most convenient because I do know Google is another one. I think it's Google Classroom. Oh no, Google Chat. Google, what is it? Google. I think it's Google Chat. The Google Video app. I think it's called Google. No, not Google Chat. What is it called? Google Meet. That's what it's called. Yeah, Google Meet.
You're the technician here. I don't know anything about these things, brother.
Yeah, with Google Meet, you can definitely share the screen, but I do want to make sure. Yeah, I do want to make sure that all of us, are able to present our information the way we want for the time that we set, and then that way there won't be any excuses. The presentation can be clean, and there won't be any confusion. So,
all right.
Jahar says Microsoft Teams. I had an account with Microsoft Teams, but I don't know how. For some reason, I don't know. Maybe I wasn't doing it right, or it wasn't. I'll probably have to go online again and check for a demonstration on how to work it, because I didn't know how to work it. So that was Jahar Green. The God 99 Owl. Fakil says.
Let me say this.
Yeah.
Peace. Listen, in this thing that we're on, it says I'm able to share my screen. I went through the process, but it wasn't sharing on your side. So maybe there was something you needed to do to let my screen go up.
Yeah, I think there is. And then if I can, before we end this, let me just try something real quick. Because right now I'm actually doing it from my phone. I am aware that when I do StreamYard from my laptop, I'm able to do a whole lot more. Let me just try to set that up real fast just to get an idea. Where is my laptop? Just to get an idea of what we can do. In fact, we may not even have to be on the line for this, but I'm not going to take too much more time. I know we all got things to do. I think my laptop.
I gotta eat, brother.
Yeah, I know this is an eat day, so I'm gonna let you go on ahead. I think my laptop is probably my closet. I do everything virtually from my phone now, but I'm going to get to work on that, and I'll let you know how that goes as far as the presentation on the laptop. Because I do know that there's ways you can share the screen. Fantastic data and dissection of the actual facts. Yes, sir. Indeed, it's going to be better. We're going to see next time when the real presentation or debate comes or discussion comes. It's going to be a wrap. Thank you again. Yes, sir. All right. So, all right, bro. Rashad, what do you prefer to be called, Rashad or Boris?
Okay. Here's the thing. I've been known as Brother Boris Muhammad online for the longest time. Since I was debating at 7fam.com, I was Boris Muhammad. Now I changed my name to Rashad Muhammad. I'm registered in the Nation of Islam under the Honorable Louis Farrakhan as Rashad Muhammad. Right?
Okay.
So Rashad is my name. But because people know me as Boris Muhammad, I just left it like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have a preference, or it doesn't really matter?
Brother, it don't matter, brother. Boris means warrior anyway.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. All right. Yes, sir. All right, brother Boris Rashad. Peace to the God. Everybody that tuned in to this brief preview of this little preview session we had. Appreciations, and we'll be presenting the time and date for the real full discussion as soon as we get it. We'll keep you all posted.
All right.
All right. Peace. Alaikum salam.